Happy holidays, everyone. It is December 25th here in 2021, and I thought it was a good time to go back into the past. What do I mean? Well, if you've been following along for the longest time, you know that back in 2014, I put up a video on Christmas Eve. And if you've been following the channel for a long time, you realize that a year later, I put up the video on Christmas Day. Now, it was a vlog of randomness before, but this is anything but random. And the date is anything but random because this is a special occasion. This is a happy holiday. This is a cause for celebration. Why? Because back in 2014, I did this video. I did this video sitting in my room in West Virginia, wearing a Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party sweater that I definitely can't wear anymore and is still back in West Virginia. And I had to search to find something that was red and green, so I ended up sticking with my Major Pod shirt. But that has nothing to do with today. And like I said, this day is anything but random. So let me tell you a little story. First off, since I remember, back in 1987, Reba McEntire, who some of you know that I actually got to perform with in Salem, Ohio, many moons ago, put out an album called Merry Christmas to You. And that album had a story, a recitation, if you will. And it's something that I've remembered throughout the years, performed on broadcast journalism class, like not really public access, but for school. I performed it at showcases. I performed it just at gatherings, at work, for family, and mainly for my mother. And every year, my mom asked for two things. One of which, a Maxine calendar for her wall, which I kind of botched this year because I didn't read the fine print on the eBay auction, and I bought a small one. So, I'm sorry. But luckily, she was very happy that she got this calendar that she always gets, even though it's a tiny little version of what it would be. She said herself to me that basically it was still being able to be written on. She could still write her vaccine appointment and everything, but it was just a little bit tinier font. And this, which here in 2021, 7 years later, where I look completely different, I thought it was a good time to start over and do this one more time. Now, I do this every single year. I put up this video and it'll be up on my Facebook wall. I'll send it to a few people. And mainly, it's going to be up here on this channel for everyone to view and enjoy. Now, it's time now to spend with your family, with your friends, to enjoy the holiday season, to eat lavish meals, bake cookies, eat cookies, and give and receive presents of all shapes and sizes. So tonight, I give this to all of you as my present to everyone. I present the Christmas guest. It happened one day near December's end when two neighbors called on an old friend. And they found their shop so meager and lean, made gay with 1,000 bows of green. And Conrad was sitting with face a shine. Well, he suddenly stopped as he stitched a twine, and he said, "Old friends at dawn today, when the cock was crowing the night away, the Lord appeared in a dream to me, and he said, I'm coming your guest to be. So I've been busy with feet astir, and strewing my shop with branches of fir. The table is spread, and the kettle is shine, and over the rafters, the holly is twine. Now as I wait for my Lord to appear, and listen closely so I will hear his step, as he nears my humble place, and I open the door and look on his face." So his friends went home and left Conrad alone, for this was the happiest day he had known. For long since his family had passed away, and Conrad spent many a sad Christmas day. But he knew with the Lord as his Christmas guest, this Christmas would be the dearest and best. So he listened with only joy in his heart, and with every sound he would arise with a start and look for the Lord to be at his door, like the vision he had a few hours before. So he ran to the window after hearing a sound, but all he could see on the snow-covered ground was a shabby beggar whose shoes were torn, and all of his clothes were ragged and worn. But Conrad was touched, and he went to the door, and he said, your feet must be frozen and sore. I have some shoes in my shop for you, and a coat that'll keep you warmer too. So with grateful heart, the man went away. Yet Conrad noticed the time of day, and wondered what made the Lord so late, and how much longer he'd have to wait. When he heard a knock, he ran to the door, but it was only a stranger once more. A bent old lady with a shawl of black, with a bundle of kindling piled on her back. She asked for only a place to rest, but that was reserved for Conrad's great guest. But her voice seemed to plead, "Don't send me away. Let me rest for a while on Christmas Day." So old Conrad brewed her a steaming cup and told her to sit at the table and sup. But after she left, he was filled with dismay, for he saw that the hours were slipping away, and the Lord hadn't come as he said he would. Conrad felt sure he misunderstood. When out of the stillness he heard a cry, "Please help me and tell me where am I?" So again he opened his friendly door and stood disappointed as twice before. It was only a child who wandered away and was lost from her family on Christmas Day. Again, Conrad's heart was heavy and sad, but he knew he should make the little girl glad. So he called her in and wiped her tears and quieted all her childish fears. Then he led her back to her home once more. But as he entered his own darkened door, he knew the Lord was not coming today. For the hours of Christmas had passed away. So he went to his room and knelt down to pray, and he said, "Dear Lord, why did you delay? What kept you from coming to call on me? For I wanted so much your face to see." And soft in the silence, a voice he heard, "Lift up your head, for I kept my word. 3 times my shadow crossed your floor, and 3 times I came to your lonely door. I was the beggar with bruised cold feet, and I was the woman you gave something to eat. I was the child on the homeless street. 3 times I knocked, and 3 times I came in, and each time I found the warmth of a friend. Of all the gifts, love is the best, and I was honored to be your Christmas guest." Happy holidays, everyone. From myself, from Ashley, from AJ, from all of Popcast Network, to you and yours, have a Merry Christmas, a Happy New Year, a Happy Kwanzaa, a Happy Hanukkah. Just have a wonderful day, everyone. That's all I got to say about that.